Hello everyone, welcome back to another Aviation Master live stream. Today we're going to be giving S-Plane 11 another try. We're going to be doing a short GA flight. Well, it's actually not very short. It's going to be like about an hour and a half from Marathon Airport, which is right here, down in the Florida Keys, up to Sarasota. And we're going to be checking out some paper scenery on the way there with the Florida Keys and Vertical Sim Sarasota. So, without further ado, let's just get into the cockpit. I already closed the door because there was like lots of wind, but this is like a really nice plane. It's also freeware, so to my surprise, it was like really good. I've been using it for a really long time now. But anyways, we're just gonna get her started up. As you guys can see, nothing has been started up, not even the battery, so we're gonna go battery on. There we go, we're just gonna let it fire up. We're just gonna wait for it. I'm gonna turn on the alternator. We're not gonna be doing the ELT test today because that thing is loud and you guys might just get ear raped or something. So yeah, we're just gonna open the throttles a tiny little bit just to help with the engine start, although it's not really that cold here. It's Florida, so I'm going to be using real-time weather and clouds and stuff. We're using cloud art for the sky. So yeah, we've got the master engine. We can turn that on. We're going to wait for the preheating light to go off. Fuel pump can come on, and for today we have like 3 hours 32 minutes of fuel, which is way more than enough. This flight should be approximately or less than 2 hours, so we should be fine. Let's go ahead and start the engines. Alright, engines have started up. We're going to go idle on the thrust, and we're going to switch on our avionics. Of course, we could do this stuff with my physical panel that I have here, but you know, it's more realistic to do it here because this is like the actual panel. You know, you can go fuel pump off, and we can start configuring our flight plan. So that this was yesterday's flight, but we're not flying to Key West today. We're flying to Sarasota. So, hold on, let's just clear that. Go down here. There we go. We are gonna go KSRQ. Might be a little bit hard because it's kind of, you know, has to be realistic with the effect thing. It's moving our cursor. So it's KSRQ. That's gonna be the ICAO code for Sarasota. So we're just gonna enter that in here. KSRQ. I've never done this flight before. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting to check out the scenery. The longest flight I've done from Marathon was over to Miami Executive, but that's a lot shorter. And this is going to be definitely a lot longer. And okay, let's check out. I'm gonna go range out. So there it is, Sarasota. It's a little bit closer to Tampa. We're not even headed towards Miami. We're just heading towards Sarasota. It's going to be an interesting flight. This aircraft is very FPS friendly, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. Here are our taxi lights. This is our landing light. Here's a flap selector, fuel selector. If you like to fly this plane, it's free. You can download it from the S-Plane from the forums, and I think that it's definitely worth being in your hangar. I've had a blast flying this plane a lot. Alright, so anyways, cruising altitude is going to be 7,000, and let me just contact ASOS, which is on my standby here for the altimeter.
Florida Keys Marathon weather. Wind 120 at 7, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 2,600 view, temperature 27, dew point 22. Altimeter 3007.
Okay, we can just get out of that frequency. We don't really need to hear it anymore. Alright, so we have already put the altimeter, which is 3007. We've got ceiling at 2,600 feet today, so it's going to be quite interesting. Oops. This airport is an airport in development. I'm currently making it, but for the sake of, you know, I started yesterday. I'm going to be doing a full rework. But for the sake of the stream, I had to put in these, hold on, let me just show you, these ALS runway textures. but the ones that'll be here later on will be custom, and this runway currently is PBR, but I'm really not even done with the runway or anything. Haven't made any adjustments, but I'll let you guys know on my progress afterwards. We're gonna go parking brake off, and we're gonna taxi out of runway 07. Alright, we've got our altimeter set. We don't have our flaps set yet, but we're gonna do all of that when we're holding short runway 27. I mean, Sarasota is pretty VRAM heavy, so hopefully that plane doesn't decide to die today, as it's done other times. I'm just gonna kind of hit the brakes here, take a look. Looking pretty nice. Alright, it's gonna be slow and easy here. Might be an intersection departure. I'm not sure how close we are to the threshold of runway 7. I mean, there isn't even a threshold, it's just a number. Because I haven't even, like, the modification to this airport has been very minimal. So, although we don't really need them, we can just turn on our nav lights, and we are going to be setting flaps on holding point, and we are also going to be going through our departure briefing. We're also going to be checking out some really nice Aerobask scenery today. We've got True Earth running in the background. Hold on, let me just show you guys before we take off what we've got for our departure. So we've got literally coverage for the entire state of Florida on Aerobask True Earth, and it's absolutely amazing. You guys will definitely enjoy that in the air once we get airborne. Thought I turned this on, probably forgot. Anyways, we don't really need it anymore. We're just gonna keep it on for our departure briefing. Anyways, flaps 1. We're gonna turn on our landing light once we're on the runway. We've got our altimeter set, our flight plan set. I will determine how we will approach Sarasota once we get there, because we might have to make a right turn if we're going straight in, or we might have to make like a little U-turn. It's what I like to call the candy cane approach. You're just coming in straight and then kind of the candy cane movement into the runway. Alright, so as we're holding short, I'm going to turn off my taxi lights. Landing lights will come on. And I think we're ready. So we're just going to go ahead and release that brake. We're going to hold short runway 7. Really excited to check out the paver scenery in Sarasota. It's really, really nice. Alright, flaps are set for departure. Trim is good. We can adjust that here on my yoke as always. I always like to use my honeycomb yoke trim switch. It feels really nice. But this is not a yoke plane, so we'll be using our joystick to fly this thing. It flies quite nicely, to be honest. Anyways, I think we're ready for departure. 3007, 7,000 altitude. Okay, our route is set 340. Okay, so that's gonna be, I'm assuming that's gonna be our landing, heading for landing, like final approach. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember the runways for Sarasota. I think one was 14, the other one was like 32. But anyways, we'll be checking that out as soon as we're there. Got past a little bit of the numbers, 07. But it doesn't matter, we're taking off. This is a 5,000 foot runway, so we should be fine. Alright, we're going to slowly add some power. There we go. We're at full power. Alright, and rotate. Good stuff. Alright, we want to pay attention to our flight plan here. As we depart out of Marathon, we're going to make an immediate left turn towards Sarasota. I'm going to make it slow and easy. You don't really need to make it that fast. Although, we could take a different route. We could just check out the Florida Keys, and once we're at like say Tamiami area, you can just make a left and turn towards Sarasota. But let's just keep climbing here. Laps up. Any lights are going to stay on. I'm just going to climb 7,000 on autopilot. Let's see. We're at 1,200 feet right now. And I am going to be turning on the autopilot and vertical speed mode. Let's make it 1,200. We don't really need it to be that fast. Check out the scenery. Beautiful, beautiful view of the Keys, Florida. Brought to you by Aerobask. We are out of here. Alright, I'm going to be taking a look at our plan. So there aren't that many keys to look at, to be honest. I mean, it's just this path, but that's headed towards Miami. So it's not really an optimal option. So I guess we can start making a right turn. We've still got some nice scenery off the coast, off the Florida coast. So we don't really need to worry about scenery. Florida Keys would have been nice though. Anyways, I'm just gonna grab my heading here. We're gonna go heading. Maybe 20 unless we gotta try to turn to the left slightly. Very nice departure there. We've got the Florida Keys in the back and the Marathon Airport looking super nice. Definitely taking a screenshot of that. Alright, and we do not have any ATC on this route, but I decided to not get on Watson for today's flight, so we don't have to worry about Watson or anything. We can just enjoy it here. Pay attention here to the G1000, make sure we're flying according to the route. I kind of want to fly near the coast. I don't think it would be a problem, which is not too far off. But yes, I can kind of tell that we're directly flying towards it. We're supposed to fly, you know, if we're flying near the coast, we have to fly close to it, like near it, right beside it. Phase of flight, we're just climbing at about 100 knots. ETE 1 hour 34 minutes for Sarasota. It's going to be an interesting flight. Let's close our spot flight. That we're not using for performance reasons. The head plane doesn't just use it. Nice. Nice. Let's check it out here. We've got runways, like a view of the runways for Tampa and MCF there, but not Sarasota, Virginia. Kind of doing our thing here, following, quote unquote, following the flight plan, but we're actually just like improvising all over. Because we can't just fly directly towards Sarasota, because then if we did that route, like directly towards Sarasota, it would be like very, very weird. We'd have to like overfly the airport, make this entire 180 into 114, which is not what we want. Alright, we're Alright, that should be a lot better. Alright, there we go. That should be a lot better. I kind of lower the volume for the wind thing. You should hear me better. Alright. And ETE estimated time for arrival is about 1 hour. We should be able to get a visual with the runway. It's a really nice day to fly VFR today on the Florida Keys. Got a view of the Everglades off to our right hand side. There it is. We're not going to be going there today. We're going to be heading towards middle. Alright, we're gonna go heading 3, 4, 5. There it is. Once again, keeping a safe distance from the coast. We don't want to be too close to it or too far. Just so that we can have a nice view of the Florida Keys. Kind of getting closer to our route here. The route actually isn't all that bad because it follows the majority of this the coast. It's looking quite nice, to be honest. Alright, so at our current heading, we should be entering mainland, not too far from now. We gotta watch out for that because we wanna fly closer to the ocean, not staying too far from the coast because we wanna have visual reference with the ground. Also, in case of any emergency, it's always nice to have airports near us. It's a little bit of an imbalance in fuel there. I'm going to be opening the auxiliary tank. There we go. Fuel transfer should begin there. There we go. Close that up. Right on. Very nice. Just for more balance of the airframe. It's always safe to do that. Alright, we are going to be turning a little bit more left. There's the Everglades. Take an outside view of them. Very nice. About 128, nearly 130 knots. We're kind of slow, but we will make it. Thinking maybe taking the SR-22, but it's very FPS heavy. I mean, it doesn't, like, frame rate is okay, but I would rather fly a plane in which my frames are better. It gives me, like, that extra immersion added to the flight. Makes it more realistic. Got a nice view of the Everglades and some clouds off to our right, off our nose as well, and to our left. And we're pretty much everywhere. cabs. And here it is, the Everglades once again. Oops, there we go. Alright, very nice looking view of the Everglades, man. It's just true Earth at its finest. I'm gonna start turning left a little bit more. I think we might do the candy cane, but I don't know. We might go straight in as well. I think it's more professional to go straight in. Let's keep cruising. Got clouds to our left, to our right as well. Fuel is stable somewhat. Turn left a little bit more. And holding 2300 RPM here. ETE still about 1 hour. Plane is quite interactive as well. Like, we've got a tablet here which has like a meme or some sort. Let's check out the outside view for the clouds. Nice. Alright. We're pretty consistent at 128 knots. Very nice. I think we are going to approach like some more clouds as we keep flying. We should be approaching land as well. Gabriel Vieira, welcome to the stream. I am not on Valson actually, because I think there's no ATC on Sarasota, so I just got off. But in the future, I will definitely get on Valson for this flight if I do it again. Especially if there's ATC, it'll make the experience more realistic. We're not as far away. We should be past, well, we're parallel with Miami right now. It should be like, I don't know, about 70, 100 miles off. So yeah, we're just gonna keep holding 7,000 until we start approaching Sarasota. Clouds are kind of blocking our view here. That's sort of annoying, but that's fine. They look really nice. Kind of adds a tone of realism. Alright, and I don't think we're too far from land, but according to our flight route, our flight path, sorry, we are not supposed to be intercepting that, but I'm just gonna probably just do it because I want to check out some more scenery, and we don't want to be like too far from land either, just in case we have like any in-flight emergency or something like that. Alright, we don't have, I think I'm estimating about 10 miles to the east. We have land, so we have like one hour and a half, 2 hours of additional fuel on board anyway, so yeah, it was a questionable decision of mine to fly GA for like 2 hours. I'm not that type of person. I usually like to fly commercial or other types of aircraft for more than 1 hour. For GA, I usually just plan on flying for, say, 20-30 minutes maximum, so this is kind of new to me. But it's kind of enjoyable, like, I get to admire scenery a little bit more. Fortunately, a little bit far. I don't know how we got that far. Like, right behind us, you can see sort of part of the Everglades. We just went past it. I think we can turn right a little bit more just to see the scenery a little bit more clearly, because it definitely deserves. It's very, very nice. You'll see what I mean. Orbit's True Earth did like a really nice job with that. Alright, we can't see anything in front of us, which is a problem. I don't know how far we're gonna have this cloud layer. Maybe we should go a little bit lower just to be clear of the clouds, because we want to make sure we maintain visual reference with the ground. It's safer. We don't want to fly in the clouds for too long. And I mean, for now we do have sort of a visual reference, but straight ahead there's going to be more clouds, so I'll have to see. It's kind of weird because it said ceiling 2800, but that's probably just for marathon. Alright, so we can turn right a little bit more. Here's a really nice outside view. I think it was worth it to get up here and fly near the clouds, because they also looked quite nice. I don't know if we're going to have to go lower though. As long as we don't fly in the clouds for like the entirety of the flight, we should be fine. Because if we're, for example, say 10-15 miles off Sarasota, we want to make sure we have visual reference, because you know we're at 7,000 feet. We want to make sure we descend at a reasonable descent path. Alright, seems like it's kind of clearing here, but we are going to be having a cloud layer for now. For now, we're just going to maintain 7,000 feet, but we should be fine for now. We're still about, I don't know how far off we are. 133 miles. Here we have a little diagram of how the airport looks. I was planning to approach either straight in or kind of like a candy cane. I think this is 1-4, this is 3-2. Approaching 3-2 would allow us to, check out a little bit more of the scenery and fly straight in, but we're gonna have to watch out as well. I think at our current rates, we will end up landing at runway 32. So yeah, I think we should land on 32. Let's continue on. Alright. It's gonna be like this for about 55 more minutes. It's a long flight. I should have made it a group flight, honestly. Like for GA long flights, it's better if it's a group flight. That way it's like more fun. Because you like get on bats and that sort of stuff. Theoretically I could get on Batson for the arrival. But then I'd have to like file an entire flight plan, stuff like that. Okay. Alright, so we are going to be probably descending to 5,000 to be clear of the clouds. And I will take a look at the Batson client to see if we can just get on for landing. I don't think there's going to be any ATC, but Unicom and sort of multiplayer on that plane. I think it'd be fun. Also, it would be better for our airspeed, we'll speed. We're going to speed up as we descend to 5,000. Whoops, I did not mean to put that up. There we go. 5,000 feet. We go vertical speed mode. Nose down. We can just go 700. We don't have to descend too quickly. Let's monitor the airspeed here. We don't want to exceed airframe limits, because that's not good. But yeah, there it is. FADEC is just putting the nose up. Kind of like the Airbus system. Alright, so let's take a look once again at our G1000. Increase the airspeed a little bit. Kind of keeping a balance here. Once we clear the clouds, we should be able to check out more scenery than we already are. Just breaking through the clouds here towards 5,000 feet. Alright. We're about 1,000 above, almost. We should hear like the warning sound thing. Alright, 5,000 is a lot better. As you can see, we're clear of the cloud layer, and now we have visual reference of the ground, which is nice. Yeah, we're at about 1,000. We should be clear of the clouds. About 500, 700 to go. Kind of gonna lower my airspeed here, so that the aircraft goes nose down again. FADEC system reactions. Alright, and off our nose, we can check out there's more land. Let's make sure we're heading the correct heading as well. There's Sarasota 32. Current heading is 350. I think we can just go 34 or 330. Oops, we're gonna have to bring up our 2D. Let's see, 340. That's a lot better. Gaming Scroll 560, welcome. Welcome to the stream, nice to have you. How's your day going? Just descending to 5,000 feet to be clear of this random cloud layer, which was blocking our view of visual reference. But off our nose, as you can see, we've got some land that we can take a look at. We've got Aerobask True Earth, so that's really nice. We should be seeing that right about, like, say, less than 7 miles. Maybe we can even descend a little bit lower, just to be completely clear of the clouds, because right here we've got a few clouds. It's not a thick layer like the one we were at 7,000 feet, but we can still be clear of the cloud layer once we are at 4,000. So we're going to descend 1,000 feet more just to be safe. Yep. We should be at Sarasota. It's vertical sim, so it's paver scenery. It's really nice in about 49 minutes-ish. Off to our right, we're starting to see some land, which is nice. It's kind of cloudy up here. Like down at Marathon, it was ceiling 2,800. Now we've got clouds at 4,000, 7,000, 5,000 feet. It's a cloudy day. On Monday, we could do a 737 flight around Florida as well. We could try Key West. Not sure, but there are some nice airports. We could even fly out of Sarasota or an airport of some sort like that. There's this really nice route that takes you towards Key West from Atlanta. It's a 737 flight, about as long as this one. So we could do that one too. We don't have the SimAware overlay because we are not on that sim, so for our next stream we should definitely be on that sim. Here we go, that's the view. Just went through like 1,000 different... Try Key West? Yes. I love Key West. Like, I did the 737 approach to Key West a bunch of times. It's super nice, especially because like we've got Aerobask True Earth, and we can have a view of the Florida Keys. We're only cruising at about 11,000. I always fly out of Miami, but we can fly out of Atlanta. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with a longer flight, especially if we're getting rewarded with such a nice approach. If we were to come in from Atlanta, we would start our descent at about Miami, because it'll be like a normal flight level, not just 110, say 240, maybe flight level 330. And we would start our descent from here, come down around Marathon, we would be 10,000 or below. Because it's a quick approach, it's very thrilling, especially for Runway 9. We're just approaching over from that side and then making that turn. Especially when it's windy, because it's in Key West, it's really, really windy. In pretty much every single approach we went into Key West, it's windy. Oh, and we also have an option to do Philadelphia to Key West, which is, say, 2 hours, 30 minutes of flight time in the A319. The A319 is a lot more challenging because we don't have max auto brakes, we just have med and low. So it's definitely a better challenge to do. But for the Atlanta flight, we could do the 737-700, and that would work perfectly. I always do it on the 700. The 800 is like too big for Key West. That's just my opinion. I've also got the E-Jets, like the Embraer SSG E-Jets, but you know, I literally don't use them because every time I try to mess around with autopilot, it just never engages. It's windy at Key West. Do you know, I wish I had Nightbot to get the METAR. Maybe we could get it for the next stream. Wow, just look at this scenery. That's Orbits for you. Turn left a little bit. Want to ask something? Do you want to ask something, or do you want me to ask you something? Because I am down to ask any questions, or if you want to ask me any question, you can definitely go ahead and do so. Holy crap, these masks, this scenery is just super nice. Never actually done this flight, like, ever. I think I have done Sarasota to Key West once. Oh my god, it got super hazy out of nowhere. Weather just refreshed. Oh boy. We're gonna turn left a little bit. Keep a safe distance. Come on, like, the one time I actually decide to fly VFR, like, the weather just gets like this. The haze is a problem. The clouds are a problem because we literally need to get visual reference by minimums. I think our minimums today can go 500. 500 feet would be safe. I think we have enough. Visibility looks like, say, 5 miles. Can S11 work on my PC? Core i5 Intel Graphics 3000. How much VRAM does your graphics card have? Is it a Windows or a Mac? Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. Just have to close the door. Paying attention to this beautiful scenery. I am very glad we can have access to such awesome technology. I don't know how they do it. Orbits always like nails their scenery like this. I'm gonna take a screenshot from the outside. Awesome. Windows, Intel Graphics 3000. Alright, I'm gonna make my research. I'll open up Google. Intel Graphics 3000. Alright, Intel Graphics 3000 VRAM. And it has, let's see, is it the Intel HD Graphics 3000? Has 512 megabytes. Okay. Yeah. Alright. 500, well, 500 is a little bit, 6 gigabytes of RAM. Okay. So, X-Plane, I think X-Plane, your processor is fine. Your RAM could be better. Your VRAM is a little bit low, but I think you can run X-Plane at decent settings. If you want to try the demo, you can go to the X-Plane website and try that out. You can download it on your PC and try it out. I've had this PC for about 1 year, a little bit over a year. I got it on November 13th, 2020, and it's awesome. You know, I upgraded from a 2012 Mac. Like, can you imagine what I used to play on? Like, 2012 Mac. Like, dude, my FPS was like 10.7 on just regular settings. Had to like turn everything down, crank down the resolution. It was insane. Like, I honestly couldn't run X-Plane on that thing that well. But yeah, you know, once you get a really good PC, like, you know, save up for, you know, sort of something like this. Mine is, I'd say, medium to high end. I think it's pretty high end because I'm running X-Plane on high objects sort of thing. Sometimes on med, you know, I can even run it at LA, 40, 50 frames high, and yeah, wow, yeah, I definitely agree. But Windows, the advantage you have over me, if you know Windows, it's like a lot better. Like, it's a lot easier to get your FPS up because, you know, your Intel graphics, you can mess around with that. It has a control panel. On Mac, you can't do that. Oh, by the way, I have an FPS script. If you want it, I can just put it on the chat. If you ever have a problem with FPS, I've got your back with that, and you can try it out, definitely. Are you new to, like, the X-Plane environment? Like, where do you come from? Infinite Flight? You like, what sort of sims have you started playing around with? Very nice. Very nice scenery. Alright, Sarasota in about 37 minutes, so we're approaching the airport. I think 4,000 is a good altitude to keep. Especially in these hazy conditions, we don't want to be too high above the ground. We want to make sure we are maintaining visuals to see where we are. That's really, really important. Alright. I only played it on Android. Do you mean the X-Plane mobile app or the Infinite Flight? But I haven't played on PC? Oh, okay, yeah, that definitely makes sense. Your PC, I'd say your PC is low to medium end. It's decent enough to run X-Plane. I think you can get good frames if you use some FPS scripts, maybe. I think maybe on medium texture quality, your PC could run X-Plane pretty well. And yeah, but even, you know, it's not really the frame rate or anything that counts. It's always just, you know, enjoying the flight. Like, it's awesome. Like, even at 10 FPS, you're just flying. You know, it's so much fun. Please, how can I keep in touch with you? I have a Discord server in the description if you wanna check that out. 5 likes. Thank you so much for that. Like counts. I'm not really consistent with streams, but, you know, if more people come around, I'd definitely be down to stream a lot more. Give you some more advice. Oh my goodness, visibility just reduced a lot more here. I'm going to be maintaining 3,000 feet now. I want to make sure. Hold on, 3,000. There it is. Vertical speed and nose down, 500. Minus 500 on the vertical speed. Up. We got a lower our speed here. FADEX system. Learner the Bronze, welcome. Nice to see you. Oh, by the way, Gaming Squirrel, if you're just getting started with X-Plane, this is a freeware airplane. This airplane is free by Aerobask. They do payware airplanes, which are paid, but this one is free, and you can download it from the forums. It's awesome. You should definitely take a look at some of those. There are lots of really good freeware planes that are definitely worth taking a look at, especially if you're new to the game. I mean, the sim. I wouldn't really say game, because this is a really good simulator. Let's get down to 3,000 feet. I think altimeter is the same. I'm going to take a look at the METAR. Make sure we are updated on that. METAR, we're just going to put in KSRQ METAR for Sarasota as we approach in about 35 minutes. So right now we're on KAPE, I think. I may be wrong. KAPF, apparently. Is it E or F? I can't tell. It's F. Okay. So KAPF MATAR, we're just going to look that up on Google and update our altimeter. MATAR, KAPF MATAR, and we are 3007. Alright, so altimeter is fine. You always want to make sure we're updated on the altimeter. Okay, I'm going to stream. I'll finish up later. Okay, thanks. No problem. Have a nice stream. And an awesome day. Hope to see you again on my streams. It would be fun. Alright, 3,000 feet. We can get the throttle up again. Watch that timer go down. Getting surprisingly good frames over Florida. That's interesting. VRAM's going up. Hopefully my PC doesn't die. We're just going near the coast here, so I think we should be fine. We're going near the coast, and we are going to be intercepting land again. I think the big amount of land that we will be coming into again is near the Sarasota area here. For now we can just maintain this heading. We should be fine. Nice. Alright. Take a look here. Nice. Alright, back up here. And now we should be fine. It's a bummer that the weather just turned out to be like this, but, you know, we can always just change the weather, kind of use our cheat code there, kind of go flight configuration and change the weather, but we're not going to do that now. I don't think it's extremely necessary. Alright, and we're going to take a look at our range. We're not too far off, we're just about 30 minutes. Minutes left to land at Sarasota. This is what would be considered a sort of like the approach phase of a commercial airliner flight. 30 minutes out. Well, we are not approaching yet. 130 knots consistently on GA. I am probably not going to be doing this again. It's a super long flight. I'll definitely be flying airliners more than GA. If it's GA, it's going to be some short hops or something like that. That's more entertaining than like super long GA flight. Always taking a look at our range. Finally, the runways show up. Once we're on, let's say, Kilo, Victor, November, Charlie, we can make a little right turn and go towards Sarasota. Nice, Aviation Master flying plane. Yeah, I'm flying plane. Oh wait, the weather's finally better. Let's go. swear you like did magic or something. You basically took London away from us. All the clouds went away. Well, most of them, at least. And their visibility is like 10 or more miles now. Thank you for taking London away from us, Flight Sim. Alright, FA54, 29 minutes out. Damn. My scenery to our right hand side. We could fly near it, like a little bit more, a little bit closer to it, but nah. We're not that far. We can just keep this. Alright. Nice. Dude, I swear I'm never doing this long haul thing. This literally feels like a long haul. Super long flights on the DR401. Like, come on. It would be a lot more entertaining to fly an airliner. My phone is dying. I need to keep that alive for the chat, so let me just grab the cable. There we go. Wait a minute. My super cool RGB lights are just gonna be turned off, so no chat, I guess. I'm just gonna keep my RGB on. Our frame is so good at True Earth. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's because we're just near the coast. Every time we're near the coast, frames are just better. Because, you know, the water, it's not building. It takes literally nothing to render. It's just water. So, that's why our frames are so good near the coast. But if we were to enter the city area, like, of, say, Miami, frames would lower to, like, 30, 20, in the 20s or 30s. But let's just appreciate the fact that they're like really good now. Because it's very nice when they're good. Alright. 27 minutes out. How in my right mind did I think that flying to Sarasota, a 1 hour flight on a GA airplane, would be a good idea. I could have literally done a 737 flight from Marathon. Although that's like ridiculous because they never operate there. There we go. I had to sacrifice my RGB lights just to connect my phone to have chat open. Can't wait for my second monitor. The scenery is looking nice. Kind of like a highway down there or something. We are not that low though. We're just 3,000 feet. 3007. I already checked and the altimeter is fine. I literally just checked like back at Kilo Alpha Papa Foxtrot. I checked and the altimeter is fine. Although, I mean, we just had an intense change of weather, so it wouldn't hurt to check once more how it's looking. Let's see. Which airport should we check the METAR for? It has to be the nearest airport. So we could do this airport right here. Kilo Foxtrot Mike Yankee METAR. Alright, here we got it. Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked on the images thing. There it is. And it's 3006. That's why it's always important to check the METAR to make sure that your altitude is accurate. Alright. So at least it's not a big difference, because that would have been worse. That would have really not been that good. Be right back. Okay. I mean, it's not like you were talking or anything, so it doesn't make a difference. Alright, Sarasota, off our nose. Well, I can see the land on my right-hand side, sort of. It's on the top right. We've seen the water masks in the Florida Keys, and now we can see the water masks off to our left as well. So that's always nice. We're going to be making the runway 32 approach. I'm going to be checking out the METAR once we're 10 minutes ETA, you know, because then it's more accurate. Been in life for an hour and 4 minutes. An hour and 4 minutes flying a GA aircraft. Can you believe it? I'm actually flying GA for over an hour. Like, that's just crazy. Quite literally crazy. Alright. Finally, we are on one of the most important phases of flight, and that is the approach. Almost. We're almost on approach. We're just gonna hold 3,000. I have Navigraph, which is, I mean, it's pretty useless for this GA flight because, you know, I don't have Avatar. I mean, I do have it here. I can just pull it up. Nice. 50 frames over to Earth, Florida. When you look at that. Providers, I think, right? Link Navigraph account. Open browser. Okay. Bruh. I'm opening Chrome. Hopefully my PC just doesn't die. Yes, allow. Close this tab. Okay, nice. Now our PC is not dying. Alright, Navigraph. Airports. We're gonna check out Sarasota. 29, elevation 29. Alright, we're gonna make the approach to runway 32. Can this thing do ILS? I don't even know. Yeah, wait, I think this thing can do ILS with light slope and everything. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, let's see. 109.70. 70. Yeah, it's active. Is it active? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that means it's active or if it's standby. I'm not sure. But anyways, 140, that's going to be the course. Which, I mean, I can't change it. Oh wait, it's not 140, it's 320. I'm kind of stupid. You know what, I'm just going to leave it automatic. I don't know. I don't think we can do ILS because we don't have any actual flight plan stuff set, like in VNav or anything. But we can pull up the charts and fly into runway 32 according to that. We can just do an RNAV visual. Alright, arrival. No. Approach. Yes, here it is. RNAV, GPS, runway 32, which is the one we're going to be taking in. Final approach course 319, 1,800 feet. I guess this would be for IFR airliners. says a missed approach. Well, climb to 3,000. In case of our missed approach, we would have to climb to 1,500. Hold 1,500, of course, because we're GA, so we would probably just climb about half of that. Maybe even less. Maybe we just maintain pattern altitude. If it's, I don't know, maybe 800 feet pattern altitude, we could do 800. Alright, circle to land. We're not going to be doing that, but I just wanted to refer to the charts to know our MDA. Alright, decision height, 227. So if the runway is not visible by 227 feet, we would initiate the go-around procedure. Which we should not have to do unless visibility drops to like 0, and we definitely have to do that. Or maybe even divert to like, I don't know, Tampa or something like that. Alright, we're getting closer a little bit. I want to make sure I'm on the right heading. I'm on 334, but I have to turn right because if you look closer, whoops. Oh my god. If you look closer, you can see, hold on, just get the range out. There we go. You can see that runway 32 is heading that way, and if we trace that down, it would have to be like around right here, and we're right here. So we would kind of be perpendicular to runway M back. Okay. We would kind of be perpendicular to runway 32 if we follow this path, which we won't do. We're just gonna turn to the right. We're just gonna keep turning, heading 351. We might want to do heading 300 or 000. There it is. There it is. Yeah. There we go. Now we can start getting closer on a more appropriate path towards runway 32. MDA, once again, it's 227 for the circle to land. It apparently is, oh my god, we're on the chart now. For the circle to land, it says it's 500, between 90 and 120, 600 if it's between 140 and 165. And we won't be doing the circle to land, we're just going to be flying straight in, which is the plan today. Alright, procedure not authorized for arrivals at, say, Victor 35 north, southeast bound. We're going to be coming in from the south, straight in. But it's not like it matters. We're not commercial airliners. We're just going to be VFR. Alright, so for go around, on short final, we're going to set altitude to 1,500 feet, and we have to make sure we have visual with the runway by 227 feet, which we should for what it looks like right now. But if it gets a lot worse, then we're screwed. And we are going to have to do a go around. Although it's easier to perform a go around on GA than commercial. In commercial, you have to like plan it out. I mean, although autopilot pretty much does the job if you set it, but yeah. Man, I should have flown a plane with the yoke. Would have been better. Have to use the cheap joystick now. The Logitech joystick. Wait, hold on. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just like a river. It's just a small body of water. I thought it was like ocean. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. We're kind of flying into land right now. Maybe it was worth it to fly VFR, you know. We're holding about 3,000, 15, 40 ETE, 15 minutes left. We're at about 130 knots, which which is final approach speed for, you know, a normal airliner. Rev the Aviator, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. We're just about approaching Sarasota. In about 15 minutes, we will be landing. We're just reviewing procedures to land. MDA is about 230, 227, to be precise. Go around altitude 1500, which we will set on final. And for the circle to land, it would be 500 or 500 to 600 feet, depending on your speed, but it's not like that matters. We're not going to do circle. Alright, so, without further ado, oh, yeah, nice, weather got a lot better here. We can get METAR in just a sec. You can see the water masks off to our left wing. They look absolutely amazing. Honestly, like, Orvet's just always nails it. It's always nice to fly VFR near Orvet's scenery. Alright, we want to make sure we are on the right path for 3-2. We're going to keep flying this heading until, well, pretty much until we need to turn, you know, to strain ourselves for runway 32 at Sarasota. I'm not going to get the METAR yet because we're not close enough for that. Maybe we could just check METAR with Papa Golf Delta. I'll be doing that right now. Let's check. KPGD METAR to check that our current altimeter is correct, and we are not correct on altimeter. I can't talk. Our altimeter is 3006, and we are supposed to be on 3008. So it's good that we checked that. It's always good to check before going any further into the flight. You know, every single inch of mercury counts. I don't know, like, I should have flown, I should have flown this route on the SR-22, but, like, I don't know if, like, on the G1000, is it possible to change from inches of mercury to millibars, or millibars to inches of mercury? I don't know. The SR-22, I couldn't. It was already in millibars, so I had to go to, like, Google and use a calculator or something to convert that to inches of mercury, because the ATIS, or the ASOS, because I was at a non-towered airport, it's always in inches of mercury, so that's something I have to keep in mind. I will do some research after this stream about that with the G1000, and if it's possible, that would be awesome. Alright, I'm going to take a look at my G1000 here. We can still maintain this heading. Actually, we can turn left a little bit. There we go. Just a tiny little bit to the left. Oh my god. Just got struck by, I don't know, God knows what. Some huge wind thing. Alright. We're getting closer. 12 minutes left. And we will be ready for landing. Going to make sure our heading is accurate. We're approaching Orvet's city territory, so I have to kind of monitor my VRAM, my RAM usage, because, you know, that's plane does not like a lot of scenery loaded up at the same time. Like in LAX, I had several VRAM crashes just because that plane was just loading too much. But, you know, that got fixed later after I closed some other programs that I was using at the same time. Right now I have Discord and stuff open and Streamlabs. Of course, because I'm streaming, but if I were to do a flight at LAX, I obviously have to close everything up and do the flight. But for my birthday or Christmas or something, I could buy some more RAM. I think I'll be getting 32 more. You know, that should fix the problem. We should be able to stream at LAX and stuff without any issues. But for now, we can just do this. It's relaxing. Or a 737 flight elsewhere that is not LAX, you know, kind of killing my GPU and RAM. We don't want to do that. Anyways, gonna getting closer on the range here. Gotta make sure we are well lined up. Alright, let me just take a closer look. For what it looks like, we should start making a left turn here. Hold on. Let's get the heading to 350 at least. 349, 348. Okay. Let's check how we're doing on the path. Okay, let's make another turn. Whoops, let me just bring it up. It's easier. You know, XP kind of screws up my ability to use the G1000 in the sim because of all the effects, you know, all the movements and stuff. But everything's looking nice. Our approach is well planned. We will start our descent as soon as we can. Alright, we're about 10 minutes ETE. We'll get the METAR up for... Maybe we can get it on Avatar. I think toggle tablet, airports, Sarasota. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Altimeter 3011. Let me just make sure that's accurate. Let's see. KSRQ METAR. Alright, it's 3006. So that is not an accurate METAR. But that's fine, that's totally fine. It's good that we double checked with Google, with the aviation data digital services thing on the website. Alright, taking a look at our flight path, we are doing well. I'm going to turn left a little bit once again. Kind of going to get aligned with the runway. Alright, 3000, gotta make sure that we are following the routes properly. We're about 9 minutes left of flight time. We also gotta start descending, so I'm just gonna grab this altitude knob down to 2000, vertical speed moves down, let's say about 700 feet per minute. That should do the trick, and I'm gonna pull back my thrust so that the FADEC doesn't go nose up and start panicking because we're over speeding. See, the DR401 has a smart FADEC system, kind of like the Aerobask, sort of fly-by-wire, but FADECs for modern GA aircraft. Alright. We are going to start descending. Alright, gotta watch my speed there as well. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna open my auxiliary tank here. See how imbalanced that fuel is? Fuel quantity. Should have monitored my fuel a little bit more during the flight. But since the auxiliary tank is open, we can transfer some fuel from the right to the left. So we are going to wait for that to balance out. Also gotta watch my heading here. There we go, we gotta make a turn to the left. Alright, do we have any visuals with the runway? I don't think so. Is that the airport? No, that's not the airport. That's way too far left. I think the airport is further down. Alright, we're about 2,000 feet. I'm gonna start speeding up. Oh. Forgot to monitor that. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a big problem. Kind of past the limit thing there, but we're already approaching runway 32. We're coming in on final. Fuel quantity should be fine. I think it's a little bit, we're coming in hot a little bit. It's about this time of the flight that I need to maintain visuals, at least get some sort of visual reference with the runway, but looks like it's a little bit hazy, so we're gonna have to get closer to the airport for that. Okay. Turn heading 320. Oops. I'm gonna pop this up. 320. Oh. Alright, turn back. 320. Alright, and for what it looks like, let's check it out here. On range. We should be fine on our flight path. Looking pretty awesome. Scenery is also looking really nice. 1500, whoops. 1500 is what we want to go down to. Maybe about 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet should be fine. Coming down, let's say 800 feet per minute. Pull the speed back so that Fadec doesn't just go crazy. And start pulling the nose up because we want to keep a descent, a constant descent. And set the altimeter to 3006. Alright, altimeter is set. Kind of have to get up to close the door. Kind of annoying when I have to do that. Alright, airspeed is fine. We're holding about 2300 RPM. Fuel is fine. 3006. Altimeter is fine. Coming in a little bit low here. This does not look like 1,000 feet. This looks like, well, probably it's just because we've got the picture that we're descending. Well, we're gonna go nose up in a few seconds. Alright, we go up on the speed there as we raise that nose. About 5 minutes left. Oh my god. Really? Oh my god. Our visibility was lowered drastically, so now we're gonna have to watch out even more. Alright, so holding about 1,000 feet, we definitely don't have any obstacles near us, so we're fine. Alright, 1,000 feet is fine. I think it's a little bit low. Let's check the outside view. We're still holding 1,000 feet, so it's not extremely low. We can keep 1,000, no drama. We are 10 miles out. I think we're a little bit low, so let's just go ahead and climb to 1,500 just to get a better view of our vicinity. Oops, vertical speed, nose up. Alright, I'm gonna ascend a little bit just to be safe from the ground. Alright, Sarasota, gotta watch the heading. Okay, we're gonna make another left turn. We make a lot of left turns today. Gotta make another one. 320 currently, so let's say 316. I don't remember. It says 320, that's the magnetic course. Of course, the true heading could be less, or it could be more, but I'm guessing it's less. Right, about 3 minutes ETE. We do not have visuals with the runway yet, which is pretty strange. Well, it's not really strange because, you know, we're at about 130 knots, 1,500 feet, and 3 minutes ETE is obviously not a super realistic estimate. Right, perfect time to have our nav lights on, since it got pretty hazy. Get your landing rates in for today's landing. Hopefully it'll be a butter. I always like to butter the DR401 because it's so easy to land. Probably it's just because my joystick is just like that. Okay, it says wants to turn more, which is a little strange. We're gonna close up on the range here. We want to make sure we're close. Okay, so according to the G1000, the airport should be off to our left-hand side. Start descending a little bit more. Hold the heading some more as well. About 300 minus 999. That's about right. 115 is an accurate guess, to be honest. I don't think 115 is that bad of a guess. I think 115 is pretty accurate. Alright, so we should have the runway. I'm gonna go autopilot off. Get the speed down. Yeah. I don't have visuals with the runway yet. Maybe it's right up ahead, because this location is familiar, but I just don't see the airport. Ah, there it is. I think that's the airport, isn't it? There it is, yeah. We're a little bit far, relative to the runways. We were heading a little bit off, but that's fine. We can just turn. We got manual control of the aircraft. We're gonna go flaps 1. Landing lights are on, nav lights are on. We're ready to land. Alright, so I'm gonna take a look at my right wing here. Oops. I'm gonna add a little bit more speed. Sting lights to drop speed whenever I drop the thrust. Like, ever so slightly, it just starts to drop the speed a lot, which is pretty good, you know, for last minute approaches. Alright. Luckily we've got an exclusion zone after the, like, right before the threshold, so we should be fine. And we are fine on glide slope, I'd say. Alright. Flaps full. Awesome. We are right over the highway here. We are going to be coming in to runway 32. Dang. It's a perfect time to check out the outside view, as always. Alright, about 67 knots. The pressure's on. I need to butter this. If I don't, I'm basically a butter failure. Okay. I can't see the runway too clearly. Like, my monitor is a little bit darker. Oops. 124. Yeah, that was an interesting landing. It could have been better, but we buttered it. Just about buttered it with the visibility that we had. I think that's acceptable. Yeah, sorry, acceptable. We're gonna go flaps up. And I think we can make a turn here. I think the FBO is off to our right hand side. So, welcome to Sarasota. 1 hour flight. And it's definitely not supposed to be, I mean, it was supposed to be that long, but, you know, I've never flown a GA for longer than, say, 40 minutes. Oh, that's plain. Hold on, let's just get closer with the center line here. We're more aligned with the center line. We're making the turn here. Butter, yes, butter. Just about buttered that landing. We're gonna take a look at that replay. I think that was a pretty ugly flare. We floated quite a bit. Alright, here we go. We are on the FBO. A little bit fast on that taxi. We're just kind of southwest taxiing to the FBO. Alright, gonna hit the brakes here. We're gonna turn left. And we are going to be parking near the Baron 58 there. Maybe just a Cessna, like right in front of it. Retreats Aviation. That's the FBO that we're getting parked at. Right? Welcome to Sarasota Airport. You can now shut down the engines. Alright. Taxi light can come off. Nav lights off. Magneto's off. And alternator, we can just shut that down. Turn down master avionics off. Avionics off. Master engine off. Battery off. Alright, welcome everyone to Sarasota Airport. Now we will be checking out some replays, and then we will call it a day. It's a really nice flight, to be honest, although it was like way too long. Anyways, let me just get the replay music. Or not. I don't really care about the replay music. Honestly, let's just screw it. Screw the replay music. We can just watch the replays like this. Hold on. It's just too dead without the replay music. I just have to put it on. There it is. Streams. Replay music is right here. There we go. Let's take a look at the landing from this view. This is like my favorite view to check out a landing from. Alright, that was okay. Let's go cockpit view. No, let's just go window view. You guys already saw cockpit view. Alright, that was a weird flare, to be honest. Alright, I'm surprised we even got 125. That looked like it was more. Let's check the right wing. Alright, let's take a look at the tower view, and the nose view is going to be the last view. I don't like that annoying thing. Shows up the cones and stuff. I guess it wasn't bad, but definitely not your best. And those are some nice floating cones. Where can I buy some? Well, you can just use the aircraft on shutdown on replay mode, and then they'll show up. Don't worry. For the last view, hold on. Let me just get rid of replay mode. I think we have to turn on the battery. And then we can go to replay mode. And then it disappears. So, tip of the day. Just don't shut down your engines before watching the replay. Alright. Let's watch this. Approach from this view. That was a long float, and I idled like way too late. Alright, and one last view. It's gonna be the nose view. It's always nice to have a nose view. Let's do it from so that we can see the threshold. Nakul Jadhav, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. We were just about ending it, but you can check out the landing replay if you want, or you know, most of the flight was pretty much just flying near the coast of Florida. Oops, that is not it. Let's just put this one again. There we go. Anyways, we are going to be done with the replays. Knuckle, sorry. We just ended the stream. We just about finished flying to Sarasota, but yeah, if you want, you can check it out, the next stream. We will be flying the 737 into Key West probably. It's our #1 option right now. Or an A319 maybe. It's just a flight I've really wanted to do. Alright, and let's roll the exiting music. Alright, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Please leave a like and subscribe if you are new and you liked it. I'll be putting out some more streams later this week. Definitely will be doing that. And next stream time. Whoops. Anyways, yeah, that was just pretty unexpected. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys in the next stream. Just my dog being annoying. Anyways, see ya guys.